Aloha YouTubers. So I'm working on doing this paneling underneath the bed, and one thing that I noticed is that I don't really have any lights at the back of the van here that we can switch on from back here. So I'm gonna install a light, another LED, right on the ceiling, right above the two doors. And one thing that I wanted to share with you is these are the lights that came with the vehicle that I took out. There, you can see it. They're not LED, obviously. This is a 2008. But they've got some really reliable, simple switches. And so I'm utilizing those switches, and this one is for the pump, and this one is going to be for the new light. And so I just wanted to show you, these are really simple LED lights. They take 3 watts of power. They're dimmable. You can get a pack of 6 of them for super cheap. So I was just going to show you how I put those in. They're in a lot of vans, and so I'm using a hole saw, and this is you can drill this through a piece of paneling or whatever, piece of cardboard, and then you can see if your light fits. That will, or you can measure it, but still there's a little bit of they're not always perfect. So this one seems to work. This drill bit seems to work pretty well. It's slightly tight, but I can squeeze it in there. So I'm just going to show you how I do this here. I've loosened the screws that are holding this panel in, because I don't want to screw through the roof of the van. So anyway, I'm gonna put that right about here. There's nothing behind it. I should be wearing a mask, but the idea of putting a mask on right now, not fucking happening. Fuck your masks. Here we go. So that just has little wings there that will press out. So like I said, it's a pretty tight fit, and I might have to ream it out a little bit, but all the other ones seem to fit pretty well. There we go. Come on. There we go. All right. So there you have it. It's in there. This I'm just gonna put a little screw to ground right into the metal, somewhere back here, and then this I'll hook up to the switch. And I ordered some electrical connectors because I kind of ran out. So when I get those in the mail today, well, hopefully today, when I get them in the mail, then I'll show you how to use some of those without having to heat them up and solder them. So, all right. Aloha. Happy camper van building. And as you can see, I had to take my bed down, all the framing for the bed, but it's not a big deal because they're on these little clips. And for me, I'm really a visual person, so sometimes I build things knowing that I'm going to have to take them apart. just because it helps me create whatever I'm going to create. And so that's why I like to build a lot with screws, because you know, just for this panel I just took out like however many screws, that whole row of screws and this row of screws, just to put the light back, just to put the light in. And you know, on the next van I'll remember, hey, I gotta put a light in here, so do that before I put the panel up. And that's again part of the reason why I'm making some of these videos, is so the next build out is a lot quicker and efficient. So I attached the switch here. You can see a light turn on, off, on, off, on. So I just simply put the ground screw right there, and then I just ran another wire, and you can see it's the red one, and I just duct taped it, or electrical taped it to the existing wire coming down, and then went off the back of the switch with these little pigtails. And then so this is then going to my hot. So this is the constant hot that I hooked up yesterday or the other day for the water pump, and I'm just tapping off of that. So this is a big connector, and I just cut it, stripped it back, put the connector on, threaded this other wire into it, and crimped it. And so now I've got constant hot for my light switch and a constant hot for my pump. So there's the pump, there's the light switch. So I'm now going to, I also down here I just put, so I drilled a hole in the floor to get the hot wire through for the pump, and now I just put some caulk in that hole, and you know, it's like a silicone type caulk, and that will I kind of try to wiggle it around a little bit so that the wire's in the center of the hole and the caulk is all around it, and that will help prevent, you know, any possible shearing of the you know, protective coating on the outside of the wire. So that's how I do that. And I'm going to, I also changed some position of the water pipe coming in. This is coming from the pump, this is going to the shower, this is going to go to the kitchen sink. And so I just kind of move that around until it fit nicely. The propane tank's going to go here, and that's going to feed both the shower and the stove. So I'll show you that in another video. But I'm going to now insulate this and button it up, as I'm going to do this side too.